Before there was the reality of spaceflight, and prior to man's entry into the brave new world of super technology, there existed the images and the imagination of science fiction. From the late 19th century to the present, science fiction has documented the dreams and the nightmares of a new culture, a culture that occasionally outran those speculative images in ways that no one could have anticipated. One of the most popular forms of imaginative expression has been the science fiction film, expressions of occasional paranoia that reached their quantitative, if not qualitative, peak during the early 1950s. One man who pioneered the genre by keeping the stories basic and the budgets absurdly low was Roger Corman, and he has some thoughts as to science fiction's popularity during the 1950s.
During the 50s, we were in a time of great economic and intellectual advancement in the United States. Coming out of the Second World War, the United States emerged as the most powerful country in the world, both economically and probably for the first time intellectually. So it was a country, I think, that felt it was on the leading edge of technology, was moving into the future scientifically, that we had the answers. And science fiction was a way to put the reader into the future, to give him some sort of an answer, or at least to give him some questions, and maybe he could make those answers himself.
But the greatest impact of science fiction has been made on the bookshelves as the solitary dreamers, the authors, wrote about special worlds that they alone could see. One such author is Ray Bradbury, a man who has taken countless readers on poetic trips around the universe and through worlds uniquely his own. But when he is bound to Earth, Bradbury prefers to travel quietly from town to town by train, an experience that occasionally inspires him in some unpredictable ways.
Going on the train up here, I was watching all the dogs on the tracks and the boys going by and the birds in the sky, and I was full of cliche thinking, but it's relevant to the experience. I will never see that again, huh? That bird, that bush, that boy, that bike, this instant, I will never see again. There's no way of ever bringing it back. So for God's sake, pay attention. Don't let life slide by without tasting it and getting drunk on it and looking at it and touching it and enjoying every damn second of it, because you're going to be dead forever.
Bradbury's impressions of reality represent a unique vision, a vision that he has managed to capture on paper, and he has some thoughts on that creative process.
Only fast work is good. If you slow down, you start intellectualizing and pontificating and being self-important and trying to influence your friends and please your relatives. So fast work is always the best work. There's one rule that applies to everything in life. Learn it and forget it. That's you go through all the learning process, which can be slow at times. But once you learn a thing, you forget it. It's like playing the piano or typing a typewriter. You don't think how you're typing, you type. So thinking's got to be off somewhere else, and feeling and living and moving. So writing is the same as dancing and painting or conversing with friends and surprising each other. So that's what you're trying to do here today. We're doing for one another. Where I don't know what you're going to ask me next. But if I slow down on you, beware, because I'm going to make up something. As long as I keep talking this way, it's going to be good stuff. It's going to be honest. It's going to be direct. And if you don't like what I say, well, that's okay, because I take a chance on that by speaking the truth the way I see it.
Bradbury's classic works such as Fahrenheit 451 and The Martian Chronicles have been categorized and analyzed for years. But how does the dreamer himself perceive his work?
I'm an impressionist. I feel a strong kinship with Monet and Manet and Renoir and the great impressionists, because that's what they are. They were out to capture light and time. And they knew if they could do it right, they could crack your heart. And that's what I'm after when I write a book like Dandelion Wine. These are evocations of time. They're not representations of reality, but impressions of reality, which is something else again. Oh, sure, we're going to solve everything. I'm optimally oriented. All optimism means to me is an optimal chance for optimal behavior and optimal results. That's all optimism means. It's nothing fancy, no happy endings. But if you have optimal behavior, then you have an optimal chance for an optimal result. You people are good examples. You go out and do things. As a result of that, something's got to happen. So that's the way I look at the future. And I think we have to encourage all of us to do things. Not talk about them, but do them.
As long as the dreamers still have the strength and the humanity to dream of a better future, many will continue to be inspired to create a more optimal world and to dream how to make that world or worlds places worth waking up to.